Hey guys, Kelly here. So today I wanted to pop in here real quick, share some opinions on some things, and then share some different things with you guys based on the opinions that I'll be sharing. So if you just happened upon my page and don't know who I am, my name is Kelly McRae, and I am a success strategist. So basically what I do is I help my clients generate ideas that generate income. I also create a lot of content in helping those clients generate their income and remain consistent in their social media presence. And so recently I had someone ask me a question which I thought was kind of interesting, and I wanted to kind of come on and expand a little bit on her question and then share some things that I've been doing and, and give you guys a little bit of insight. So the question was, are people really making money selling courses? And at first I thought she was kind of being funny, being facetious, like, are people really making money, whatever. But, it turns out that it was a serious question that she was asking, and the answer to that is yes. That's why you see so many people offering courses, is because they do sell. I make a portion of my passive income in teaching courses, but I also make a piece of my income with the address that you see here, the Content Vaults, where I again create content for pay. So I wanted to talk to you guys about creating content and about teaching courses, and why I feel like that's a great spot for you to get started if you're not, if you don't have a lot of revenue, if you don't have a lot of experience being online. Thank you for the love. Being online, it gives you an opportunity to get started for a low entry price, so to speak. So there are all these different platforms where you can teach your classes, where you don't necessarily have to pay for that. So you've got places like Udemy for one, Skillshare is another, Thinkific is one, Course Crafters. Hey Dawn, hey there, lady, how are you? You've got Teachable. There's a lot of different places that you can upload your information, and most of us have cell phones, so you've got a way to record and you've got knowledge. And so what you're selling happens here. It doesn't necessarily have to happen here, but it can generate you that kind of income. So you're starting with something that maybe other people don't have. You may have an in-depth knowledge of how to attach a microphone to a sweater, and people want to hear about how to do that, man, right? So you may have in-depth knowledge on something that you can actually create a course, sell it from your point of view, and earn income on all of these different platforms. So without having a lot of revenue, you can get started, right? Same thing when it comes down to any type of digital type of business. If you are a person that is very organized and you have checklists or planners or things of that nature, you can put those things into a program or onto Google Drive or in a lot of different places on your own website, and you can actually sell these things. Now the interesting thing is that a lot of times we really want to convince ourselves that people don't need these things, people don't want these things. Let me tell you something. I blog for people. I create Instagram posts for people. I create social media stuff. Let me show you guys just a few of the things, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys also after I show you a few of these things that I make, where you could just go and download them anytime you want to. But not only that, you can actually create membership sites on these downloadables that you upload them one time, and then people come back over and over and over again, paying you every single month. So again, you create it one time, you upload it, it didn't cost you anything. You've got a computer, you got some type of design program. Canva is free. The first one that comes, off the top of my head is Canva. Hey there, how are you? Hey, Madonico. So there's all these different platforms that you can actually use to create these free things, and lots of templates that you can, look at to learn, and the whole 9 yards. So I'm always talking to people about where to get free design stuff, where to get free bundles, and you can incorporate these things over into Canva, okay, and then upload them onto your own websites or you can upload them to places like Etsy or Creative Market, Redbubble, and make money. So let me show you a few of the things that I've got here. So here's one of my examples of something that I've made where, you know, and there's a different quote. I do these 30 at a time. I create these pretty graphics, and then I go out and I get these quotes. You guys have seen these on Instagram, right? I know you've seen a million people doing a million different quotes, and they upload them like every day or every other day. Well, guess what? Sometimes they don't feel like creating that. Fiverr is great, but and then the nice thing about Fiverr, Rich, is that now they've got it to where everything doesn't have to be $5, right? So you can actually add extra gigs to what it is that you've got going on Fiverr. But the really cool thing is that you can personalize things if you want to, or you can upload them to, like when I upload this, it's not changing. This is it. This is what the design looks like. If you want me to add your web address to it down here, I'll gladly do that, but it's going to cost you a little bit extra, you know, similar to what you do on Fiverr. But the really cool thing about this also is I've turned certain designs that I feel like are going to really be good sellers, that are really pretty, into memberships. So you can get your first 30, you can download them for $10. And then if you want to carry out this theme on your Instagram for the next 6 or 7 months, you just sign on to the membership, and in every 30 days, I input brand new quotes that are along the same theme so that your stuff looks consistent. And you would think that who's going to do this? Who needs this? You're going to think, oh, I can create this myself. But some people don't have this ability. Let me show you another one. Let's see. Where? Here's one. You know, some people don't have this ability to be able to do this, or they don't want to take the time to do it. And guess what? You get enough people paying you $10 for something like this, you're making good money, right? So again, then you can make blank ones. Here's some blank ones. Aren't they cute? I'm so creative. You know, but you can create these in Canva. I created mine in Adobe Illustrator, but even still, there's a lot that you can do, and you can download these and upload these to all these different places. And guess what? You didn't have to put out a ton of money. You just had to spend your time, right? Spend a little bit of time creating these things one time and then putting them up. How am I showing my content? I am using something called Ecamm, and Ecamm allows me to like add my stuff around the screen. It's real cute. And if you've got an Apple, if you've got a Mac, it's like $80 and you never pay again. If you're on a PC, you can use something called OBS, and it'll also allow you to be able to be live and to have all the stuff that I've got as well. So that's how, hopefully that helped you. But yeah, so there's all these different ways, again, in which you can earn income with your creativity, creating checklists, creating Instagram, things, creating Facebook headers, the whole 9 yards. It is pretty easy. Who in the world is calling me? They'll have to wait because I'm busy. But yeah, so there's all of these really. Yeah, OBS can be a pain in the butt. The cool thing about Ecamm, now we all off topic, the cool thing about Ecamm is you can actually live to Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and I think Twitch, which I don't use. And then it records every single deal that you're doing. And so this is now currently being recorded. So when I'm done here live on Facebook, I can take this and upload it to my website. I can upload it to YouTube, on and on and on. So again, thereby creating content that if I wanted to, I could say, hey, you know what, let me put together a course and do a private course, and then I could have it all recorded, and then I could upload it and I could offer it for sale. Another way to earn income on courses, right? So make everything that you've got really, really work for you. Now, let me tell you guys, you may be saying, I know that you've looked at a lot of these people and they're like, the headlines that we get attracted to, like on YouTube, is make $1,000 a day. Well, guess what? You can, but not tomorrow. So I want to go on record as saying that, this, like I mentioned, $10, guys, for what I'm creating. Other people are charging whatever it is that they're charging, but you've got to be consistent. You've got to be marketing it. You've got to be putting it out there. And when you see those people that say that they're making $1,000 a day, ask them really how long it took them to get there, because what a lot of people are seeing and hearing is that this is going to be really easy. Well, it's not going to be easy, and that is why you also want to get started for as little as possible, because the last thing you want to do is go out there and start a business that requires inventory and then invest all of this money only to find out that it isn't working, it isn't selling, and you spend all this money and now you've got all this merchandise that's not going anywhere. But if you just sell what's between your ears, if for whatever reason one of my designs doesn't work, I spend a little time, I throw it in the garbage, right? So if you created a checklist, or if you created an ebook or whatever that is, if it doesn't work, throw it in the garbage and start something new. So, but stay in your same genre, if that makes any sense. So I've been creating content for the past couple of years, and it's always different content. So just make sure of that. The other thing I wanted to share as far as why I feel like creating content and doing courses is a really cool way to make income. For those of you who may not know this, I'm battling an autoimmune disease. That's why I got this sleek hairdo. But it's cute. But anyway, and so a few years ago, literally I couldn't walk and talk at the same time. But guess what? I could design content. I could write blog posts. I could create, designer stuff, if you will. And even if I didn't want to be on camera, I could create courses. And because of content creation, that's how I funded, I'm sitting here right now. I'm in Mexico. And before Mexico, I was in Thailand. And then I was in Malaysia. And I was in Hong Kong. All of that has been funded by the content business that I have. And because I don't have inventory, I don't have to go dragging stuff all over the place. I don't have to worry about storage fees. I don't have to worry about a lot of that. I just have to worry about being cognizant enough to come up with content to share and find the value in, and be able to share that value with you guys. So that's all I wanted to come on here really quickly and say. Again, if you're interested in seeing what some of my stuff looks like, I've shown you some of this on the screen. You can also visit the content vaults where you can see some of the things that I have. And I'm just now really starting to upload a lot of my my Instagram designs, because I've been sharing those. I've been doing that mostly for my clients. And then I was like, why not keep doing it for them? I could just make some generic ones and sell them, right? So that's exactly what I'm doing. So I hope that you guys have found some inspiration in this, have found some reasoning in this, and got some good answers. And Rich, go out, and if you've got, like I said, if you got a Mac, get Ecamm. It is so easy to work with. It's crazy, and it really does a lot more in my mind than OBS. OBS is like it should stand for all bullshit. Really, because it was a pain in the butt for me. But anyway, guys, all right, so I'm going to run off and hope that you guys have an amazing weekend. And if you found this content valuable, please do share it, because, that's how we all grow. I'll see you guys next go round. Ciao.